just over 50,000 here. A lovely sunny afternoon in Glasgow, and of course the second Old Firm meeting in the space of a week. And there's the Celtic lineup, showing just the one change. McNally coming in for Grant, who's suspended. Rangers, well, they're being forced into a number of changes today. In fact, just looking at the caption, 5 changes: Cowan, Spackman, McCoy, Dodds and Spencer coming in for Monroe, Stevens, Haitley, Hurlock and Walters. And alongside me, Ian St John.
Oh, terrific atmosphere here. I can't believe it. There was a lovely touch of black humour, or should we call it red humour. Thousands of Celtic fans came in with red cards and showed them to the Rangers fans. I thought that was rather funny. I hope that the atmosphere stays in a light vein rather than the nastiness we saw from last week.
So the teams coming out to a mighty reception. The Celtic fans away to our right, welcoming their players. And a huge travelling support behind Rangers. Well, Pat Bonner, the Celtic goalkeeper, 30 years of age now, signed in 1978 from Keju Rovers in Donegal. 17 shutouts in 36 games and ever present this season. And a man Bonner hopes to be meeting at Wembley in the European Championship in midweek, Chris Woods, the Rangers goalkeeper, 31 years of age, signed in 1986 from Norwich for £600,000, and Woods has had 22 shutouts in his 40 games, like Bonner, ever present this season. And the referee, Mr. George Smith from Edinburgh, highly experienced referee, in fact took charge of his first Old Firm match in the Scottish Cup final back in 1980, so he knows what this fixture is all about, and of course he'll be well aware of the happenings here last Sunday, and he'll be hoping for better behaviour all round. And Paul Elliott, who's such an inspirational player for Celtic this season, and Richard Gough, well, 1 goal this season, that was the Gold Cup winner against Celtic. So it will be Celtic to kick off. The referee just checking his watch. And so the match gets underway, the 64th Premier Division meeting between the teams. Celtic have won 24 to Rangers 20, 19 of the games drawn. Some early nerves from Scott Nisbet as he sends the ball out of play. Well, this is the 6th meeting of the sides this season so far. Rangers have 3 wins, Celtic 1 win and a draw. Well, the atmosphere, as ever, incredible. Davy Dodds recalled for Rangers this afternoon. That was him getting a touch. And Ellie McCoy's returning to the fold this afternoon, a great favourite with the Rangers fans. He scored 18 goals this season. In fact, he scored 18 career goals against Celtic. What a record. Touch for Joe Miller, forward to McStay. McNally backing up. And an early touch for Chris Woods. Winning the challenge against Mo Johnston. McStay keeping things calm, and back by Derek White.
Well, I would expect Rangers to play better today than they did last week. I thought they were very disappointing, apart from their attitude and the action of the players. But I thought generally they didn't play too well. I thought Celtic did. So I'm expecting really a better performance from Rangers this afternoon.
So an interesting Rangers lineup. Scott Nisbet operating in the right-back role at the moment. Gary Stevens has moved into centre-back role alongside Richard Gough, and David Dodds also operating in the centre of defence with Cowan in the left-back position. So Rangers obviously changing things around quite dramatically. Joe Miller, who tormented Stuart Monroe so much last week, now facing Tom Cowan. You can already see Rangers have players queuing up, looking for Miller, but Celtic winning an early corner kick. Obviously a lot of talking done in the Rangers camp throughout the week about how to handle Joe Miller. Chris Woods now shouting instructions to his defenders. Paul Elliott, as ever, on the edge of the box, and Gary Stevens has been detailed to mark him, just not taking his eyes off him at all as the corner comes in. Nigel Spackman getting the touch. John Spencer. Ollie McCoy's racing forward, beaten to it by Darius Galchak. Spencer for Rangers. Taking on White. Showing great pace, getting to the line. Well taken by Pat Bonner. Well, that was excellent play by John Spencer. And as he took the ball to the defender, got away from Derek White. He got in a good cross, which was well handled by Pat Bonner.
Rangers will have to do that. They'll have to try and get to the byline this week. Last week it was Celtic who were doing all the damage down the right-hand side with Joe Miller. So Rangers are now got to try and turn the tables on them today and get behind the Celtic defence.
So the ball coming off the head of Davy Dodds, and out of play for the throw-in to Celtic. McNally to McStay. Forward looking for Coyne, but the offside flag going up against the Celtic striker.
You were saying, Jerry, that you felt that Rangers might play with a sweeper, but they certainly haven't done that. And Nisbet, in fact, is pushing up alongside Alan McCoist.
Richard Gough, taken by Derek White for Celtic. Miller, McStay, the offside flag again goes up against Tommy Coyne. So 5 minutes gone here at Parkhead. Celtic 0, Rangers 0. Richard Gough will take it. Mo Johnson well forward. Miller well backed up by Collins, but the ball going out of play for the throw-in to Rangers. Referee George Smith just making sure it's taken from the correct spot. Long kick forward by Pat Bonner. Tommy Coyne getting the touch, but no real support for him there. A remarkable season Tommy Coyne's had. 13 goals in 21 games so far. Mo Johnson getting the touch for Rangers. Elliott had to be decisive.
Paul Elliott was outstanding last week, wasn't he? But I think, you know, last week Rangers played into his hands, playing long balls up the middle, which suited him. I think today with McCoist and Johnson around his feet, it'll be a different story.
Well headed away by Gough. Nice little turn by Joe Miller. Just keeps it in play. Mo Johnson chasing back, and the free kick. The referee indicating an elbow used by Mo Johnson, and Celtic have the free kick. Miller was racing forward, Johnson challenging. The referee well up with the play, although Miller got away from Johnson, the referee not applying the advantage. And again Paul Elliott has moved into the Rangers penalty area. Again Gary Stevens watching him carefully as Miller takes the kick with his right foot. Goff's above them all, the ball spinning high and awkwardly in the air. It's lost by Chris Woods. It's into the back of the net, it's a goal for Celtic. Gone at Parkhead, and Anton Ruggan, well, Chris Woods appeared to have the ball. It come off the head of Richard Goff, spun crazily into the air. Chris Woods seemed to have it. It dropped to Anton Ruggan, and Celtic dramatically take the lead.
Well, that must go down as a very, very bad mistake by Chris Woods. Surely the goalkeeper should have got that one.
Well, Anton Ruggan, who's suffered at the hands of Rangers in recent seasons, scoring an own goal, well, he takes a measure of revenge. Well, Ruggan's 25th game of the season today, including one appearance as substitute, and he'll be absolutely delighted with that. Well, Rangers going into this match today just 3 points ahead of Aberdeen. And it's remarkable to think back to the beginning of the month when they had a chance to go 10 points clear in the match at Pittodrie. Suddenly the pressure is on. Manager Graham Souness there. Chairman David Murray just behind them. Celtic manager Billy McNeill sitting alongside the chief executive Terry Cassidy, Chairman Jack McGinn in the foreground. And Celtic with their tails up. Miller taking on Cowan.
I think Gary Stevens has to be careful here at corner kicks. He was picking up Elliott before and was fouling Elliott, not playing the ball at all.
So this time Spackman getting it clear to Spencer. Shut down by Collins. Good little ball forward. Joe Miller, the early cross. Well, Jerry Craney so close to making it number 2. An excellent move by Celtic. The ball stabbed out to the right into the path of Joe Miller. He hit the early cross, and there was Craney getting the touch.
Well, Joe Miller looks as if he's bang on song again this week, and that's bad news as far as Rangers are concerned, because he's turning him inside out.
Check losing out to John Spencer. Well, he's made 2 first-team appearances already this season. Scott Nisbet with the throw. Spencer blocked there by Dovcik. Rangers have it again though through Tom Cowan. Cut out by McStay. Referee getting in the way. Ian Ferguson trying the shot. Good play by John Collins as he steps away from Richard Goff. Maybe Dodds alert to that situation as he was challenged by Craney. Spackman for Rangers. Nisbet. to Spencer. Nisbet taking on Rogan, a good cross, Mo Johnston. The ball deflected as he was challenged by Darius Dovcek, and Rangers have the corner kick.
Well, Rangers finding the way onto that byline again on the right-hand side. There was a lovely little ball coming in here from Nisbet, bent it in, and Mo Johnston was annoyed, really, he didn't score from it.
So Johnston with the corner, well taken by Pat Bonner, who takes a bit of a knock. Bonner at full stretch. Good handling again by the keeper. So many players around him, he just couldn't afford to drop it. Colliding with Scott Nisbet. So Bonner will need some treatment. Going for 8 shutouts in a row today, Pat Bonner. He really has been enjoying splendid form. In fact, he's lost just 1 goal in the last 10 games. And looking forward to a record 48th cap in midweek against England at Wembley in the European Championship. So it was good, brave goalkeeping, good handling. But happily for Celtic, Pat Bonner back on his feet. Powerful header from Elliott, away by Dodds. And Rogan hitting the ball off Nisbet. Celtic's throw in. Celtic's ball coming off Gary Stevens. Elliott to McNally. Miller challenged by Cowan. Celtic have the throw. So just coming up for 15 minutes of the first half. Celtic leading Rangers by 1-0. Anton Rogan after 7 minutes. Alley putting in the cross, no problem though for Chris Woods. No doubt the Rangers keeper still unhappy with himself over the loss of the goal. Winning it for Celtic. Now it's Miller. Trainee battling well, but failing to keep the ball in play. To Spackman. Forward now to McCoist, just keeps it in play. Support from Mo Johnston. McCoist. Nisbet coming forward on the right, supported by Gary Stevens. There's Nisbet now. Making a bit of space for himself, getting in the cross, the header! Ali McCoist into the side netting. Well, Nisbet finding space for himself on the right that was played to him by Gary Stevens. The cross away to the far post with McCoist racing in. And a high boot there from Elliott.
That was a nasty whack he got. Again, Nisbet doing well down this right-hand side. Very teasing ball to the back post. And really, that was a whack there by Elliott. Put his foot right up and caught McCoist in the face. So McCoy still receiving treatment just behind the Celtic goal.
Dodge with the header. Elliott making the challenge. Well, the challenge by Elliott on McCoist, who's just coming back onto the park now, on the blind side of the referee, but it certainly was a very high boot, and no doubt there'll be a bit of controversy about that particular moment. As McCoist looked ideally placed to score. Stay for Celtic, trying to find Rogan, who was overlapping, but put out now by Gary Stevens. Ian Ferguson. A teasing ball to the far post, headed away by McNally. McStay getting a touch. Jerry Craney. Just too many Rangers players around Craney. Ferguson for Rangers. Forward for John Spencer. Goff struggling a bit with that one. Gary Stevens to Scott Nisbet. Rogan challenging and winning the throw-in for Celtic. Collins to McStay. McNally on the right. Forward to Miller. Miller against Dodds. Mo Johnson back helping out in defence. McNally's cross. Nisbet. Put out by Dovchak. Rogan challenged. Free kick to Celtic. Challenge from Scott Nisbet. There was the challenge by the Rangers defender. Referee George Smith awarding the free kick to Celtic. Elliott loping forward again. Well, he scored twice against Rangers this season. Can he do it again? The ball aimed in his direction. Elliott climbing, getting the touch. But the flag going up. Free kick to Rangers. Well, he really has had a remarkable season, Paul Elliott.
Terrific. I mean, he's such a dominating big character. You know, he's done ever so well come up here to Scotland. He's settled in, and I think he's become a bit of a darling with the fans here. They're very much a favourite.
Rogan with the header. Dodds. Out by Dovchak. Good play by Gary Stevens to Scott Nisbet. Failing this time with the cross.
Well, he wasted that one, but Rangers are definitely finding a bit of space out here on the right-hand side. Nisbet is pushed up into midfield, and he's backing up his forwards, and he's finding a lot of space there, and they're getting the ball to him. It's a danger area that Celtic have got to be, I would think, a little worried about.
So just over 20 minutes of the first half gone. Celtic leading by 1-0. Drawn by Collins, away by Stevens. White for Celtic. Joe Miller giving chase. Cowan with him all the way. Cowan does well under pressure. Celtic's throw-in. Miller. Still Miller. Away by Dodds. The ball coming off McStay for a throw to Rangers. Battling away, but the referee indicating the ball hit McCoist in the hand. He's awarded the free kick to Celtic, which is quickly taken. Forward to Craney. Well challenged by Stevens. Now it's Nisbet. For Spencer to chase. Got it quite coming across to clear the danger. Well, John Spencer, a dangerous little player. lions in the jungle below us, refusing to return the ball. There it comes now. John Collins winning the throw-in off the feet of Scott Nisbet. Richard Goff's header, Celtic's throw-in. Well, it was a solid challenge by Goff. The Celtic fans claiming a foul, but I think the referee's got it right. It's a throw-in. And the free kick now to Rangers. Tony Coyne backing into Davy Dodds. Spackman for Rangers. Cowan to McCoist. Elliott very quick to read the situation. He concedes the throw-in. He's telling everyone to calm down. And a pat in the head for Henry. Johnston. The ball breaking to Dovchak. Long left foot pass, looking for Craney, but Goff and Dodds between them. Mop it up. Now it's Gary Stevens. Ferguson, Johnston, Spencer. Nisbet hitting the early ball, looking for McCoist. White taking no chance. Sends it out of play for the throw-in to Rangers. Spencer. Collins winning the ball for Celtic. Coyne. Well challenged by Spackman. Cut out by McStay. A bit of a misunderstanding between Collins and White. Chance for Rangers now. Collins recovering well though. That's good play by John Collins. The player made a mistake, but he recovered very well indeed. Coyne getting a touch for Celtic. Dodds now back into the Celtic half. So 25 minutes gone now. Celtic still leading by 1-0. Anton Rogan after 7 minutes. Rangers ball.
Game going through a little bit of a dull period at the moment, but I'm sure things will be picking up at any time. They started off at a furious pace. And we're just on a little lull, and I think it could be the lull before the storm.
McCoist for Rangers. Ferguson to Nisbet. Ferguson again. Derek White, the long ball for Craney, headed away by Goff. Well, a little bit of a tussle between Craney and Goff. I think the referee will want a word with the two players. Goff got his head to the ball, then there was a bit of a shove by the player, the arm coming up there, and the referee will have a word with both players. He's already spoken to Goff, now a word with Craney, who scored Celtic's opening goal last week.
That was a problem last week, wasn't it? You know, flying elbows, and I think the referee, quite rightly, is making a point here, trying to stamp it out.
Stern word with the Rangers skipper. Check. Nice hitting, good long balls out of defence. Well, Davy Dodds taking Joe Miller right out of the game. Well, this was so much of the problem last week. The referee immediately calling over the Rangers player.
I don't think Dodds can complain, really. Joe Miller was flying through and he did deliberately pull him down. In fact, he's a lucky boy he's not been sent off.
So Dodds shown the yellow card for that incident. And Gary Stevens watching Paul Elliott. Easily taken by Chris Woods. Header off out jumping Craney. Ferguson forward, away by White. Collins. McNally. Dodds running into trouble in the shape of Paul McStay. And the ball going behind for the goal kick. Again, Celtic looking very sharp up front. Rangers ball. Nisbet, McCoist. Well, Elliott to Bonner. Slightly risky, but they get away with it. So half an hour played, Celtic leading by 1-0. Tries to Nisbet. Playing it into space for Spencer, headed behind by Elliott for the corner to Rangers. And the Rangers will be looking to play more balls like that into space for John Spencer because of his tremendous pace. The corner coming over the header. Richard Goff's header cleared off the line by Paul McStay.
There was a combination of McStay and Bonner there. We can probably see it here. And I think probably Bonner just got in front of McStay there to knock it away.
Well, Bonner taking another knock, but again Richard Goff showing how dangerous he can be from set pieces. The corner coming in from the right. Goff climbing above them all, the downward header. And Bonner right across, getting cover on his left-hand post.
I'm always amazed, at Richard Goff. He is so dangerous in the opponent's penalty area. He's a fantastic header of a ball, and he gets in corner kicks and free kicks. And yet, in his own penalty area, I always find that he's a little bit suspect. And I think if you look to last week's goal, Rangers fans may accuse him of not getting to the ball when Celtic scored the first goal. And it is always a strange thing when I see him play, how more dangerous he is in his opponent's half.
So Goff still on the edge of the Celtic penalty area as Nisbet takes the corner. Whipped away by Anton Rogan. Coyne running into trouble. Ferguson to Nisbet. Challenged by Rogan, the free kick to Rangers. Well, Scott Nisbet certainly causing problems for Celtic on the right side of the field. He's been pushing further and further forward throughout this first half. Starting in the right back position, but pushing forward now at every opportunity. Here he is with the free kick headed on. Great save by Bonner. Well, the flag up just below our commentary position as John Spencer was coming in, but the flag going up and the free kick to Celtic, the ball headed on. Bonner just stopping it, but the flag had been up, spotted by the referee.
I don't know why the flag had gone up. The linesman obviously had seen something we didn't. But Rangers are getting closer and closer by the minute, and certainly putting Celtic under some pressure now.
McNally for Celtic. Up by Gary Stevens.
Chris Woods have been kicking the ball up the centre of the field, and he's done it again. And he's got Nisbet out here, who I'm sure, being a big fellow, might be a better ball to play.
So Spencer going for the line, but failing to keep the ball in play. Ali McCoy's getting a nice little touch on to Spencer, but not quite coming off for the youngster. Battling away with Darius Dovcek, trying to go on the outside of the defender, but the ball just going behind. I think Ian Dovcek as well looks more comfortable just playing behind the markers. That's a position he's played in a lot for his country. He was more exposed at left back.
Well, that's correct, and that's why a long ball played over the top is it's always difficult for the forwards, because the sweepers are covering the hole.
Dodds for Rangers. And for Mo Johnson, he's out jumped though by McNally. Cowan running the header forward. Got out by Dovcek. The ball out of play for the throw-in to Rangers. Tommy Craig, the Celtic first-team coach, giving some instructions.
Tommy telling him to play football. Which is a good idea. That's what the game's supposed to be about.
Coyne. Challenge from behind by Ferguson. Free kick to Celtic. Ferguson apologising. Coyne taken from behind. So 10 minutes of the first half left. The offside flag going up against the Celtic strikers. Well, we couldn't ask for a better afternoon for football. Beautiful sunny day. Nisbet for Rangers to Spencer. McCoy, Nisbet.
But at least the ball from the goalkeeper found Nisbet. He got the head on, and he created a little chance for himself. You can see he got up there, nodded the ball in, followed and got the ball back. He tried one on the outside of his foot, didn't get enough bend on it, but Rangers are looking at this particular point the better side. You know, they're having more of the ball, they're playing the football in the Celtic half of the field, and Celtic for the moment seem to have died off a bit.
So I think Rangers will look on a draw here today as a good result if they can just battle their way back into this game. Give them a bit of a cushion in the championship again. Jerry Craney, I should say, winning the throw-in for Celtic. Craney against Dodds, and another throw. And Davy Dodds, of course, played many years at Dundee United, then at Neuchâtel in Switzerland and Aberdeen, and joining Rangers for £100,000. McNally's cross. Ball breaking forward. Going behind for the goal kick. Well, an awkward moment there for the Rangers defenders. As Coyne and Craney pushed forward. Now he's sweeping the high ball in. The downward header. Spackman for Rangers. Spencer with the shot. Well, Pat Bonner scrambling a bit and looking none too happy with his defenders. It's good play by John Spencer. He had the confidence to have a go. Good control there. Looking around for some support, decides to have the shot at goal.
Not a million miles off target, and as I say, Rangers are playing much better football this week, aren't they? They're knocking it around, and I think the combination up front with Johnson, McCoy and Spencer are looking quite good for them.
Anton Rogan running into trouble, giving it away to Nisbet. Now it's Spencer. Well, Spencer playing the early ball into the Celtic penalty area, hoping that Ali McCoy would be there. Davy Dodds conceding the throw-in. Quickly closed down by Cowan. Gets the corner for Celtic. Tom Cowan came on as a substitute last week, just 21 years of age, and no doubt finding this atmosphere a difficult one to deal with this afternoon. Not to mention Joe Miller. Well, again, Elliott up there with Stevens. Anton Rogan. Free kick to Celtic. The challenge by Gary Stevens on John Collins. So it's quickly taken by Celtic. Well, Darius Dobchuk trying the shot. Of course, he scored the second goal last week. Tremendous shot, which came off Terry Hurlock. And I know manager Billy McNeil and coach Tommy Craig constantly honoured him to have a pot at goal. In fact, he's been a bit of a Scottish Cup mascot this season because he also scored in the tie against Forfar. The referee is calling over Tommy Coyne. A bit of a tussle there with Richard Gough, and it looks as though Coyne will be booked. There's Coyne's challenge. The referee obviously not happy with it, and now speaking to the Celtic striker, so the yellow card shown. So Dodds of Rangers and Coyne of Celtic, both booked. Played 13 games this season. Now it's Cowan for Rangers. Long throw. Well, he was looking for the head of Richard Gough. Elliott doing just enough to put him off. Coyne getting away from Spackman and winning the throw-in. So 4 minutes of the first half left. Away by Dodds. Free kick against Paul Elliott. Assistant manager just getting out of the dugout. He's had some instructions to his players. Richard Gough well forward. Out jump by Elliott. Spencer. Elliott again. Now Elliott and Goff topple to the ground. The referee jumping in between the two players. Well, another flashpoint developing as the ball was cleared. The players squaring up to one another. Elliott there getting involved, putting his foot in. Goff showing a bit of retaliation, and the referee calling the players over. Now he's told Elliott to move to the side, and he's going to speak to Richard Goff. He's already had occasion to speak to the Rangers captain.
Actually, this has been simmering for the last sort of 5 or 10 minutes between these two. And corner kicks at the other end of the field as well. There's been a little bit of toing and froing, and the referee, in fact, is saying that. You know, I was watching you getting on down at the other end of the field as well. So I don't think either can complain.
The yellow card shown to Richard Goff. So 2 minutes of the first half left. Well, despite all the warnings after last week, 4 players cautioned in this first half. Check to Bonner. Graham Souness looking rather stern. Went to Spencer. Dovcek cutting it out. Looking for Tommy Coyne. That was too ambitious. So we're inside the final minute of the first half, plus of course any injury time to be added on by referee Smith. Celtic will just want to keep things calm and keep that psychological edge as they head for the dressing room at half-time. The throw directed at Ali McCoist. Out of play by Anton Rogan. So just seconds remaining. It's always a good time to score in an Old Firm match, but just before half-time, well, could be vital. Goff's up there again, but a foul by the Rangers player on Paul Elliott. So we're now into injury time. Well, another little bit of a flashpoint there between Tommy Coyne and Richard Goff. Both players booked. To be careful. That's Mo Johnson for Rangers. Cowan. The referee calling over McNally for a late challenge. And the referee beginning to lose his patience. The challenge there on John Spencer. So Mark McNally becomes the third Celtic player cautioned. They'll play just over a minute of injury time. Rangers have the free kick. Richard Goff well forward again as Nigel Spackman. It's a high one into the penalty area, well taken though by Pat Bonner. And there goes the half-time whistle. Great cheers from the Celtic fans. Anton Rogan very much the hero of the hour, scoring after just 7 minutes. So the half-time score here at Parkhead, Celtic 1, Rangers 0.
Gordon, your first half impressions?
Well, I'm sure Billy McNeil will be delighted to begin in 1-0 up because but he'll be a little bit concerned as well the way Celtic have drifted out of the game. First 20 minutes, Celtic well on top. Joe Miller causing a lot of problems, but since then on to the half-time whistle, Rangers have come back very, very strong at Celtic.
Well, the only goal of the first half then, Gordon, in the 7th minute, as early as the 7th minute, Anton on the end of it for once. What did you make of it?
Yeah, well, it's got to be down as a Chris Wood's mistake. It's the difference between the two sides just now. Tries to climb over Tommy Cowans, drops the ball, and Anton pokes it in. But really, he sets himself high standards, Chris Woods, and he'll be very, very disappointed to concede a goal like this. Dithers a little bit, him and Cowans, and it eventually falls over the top of Cowans and a Celtic player, and Anton just knocks it into the net.
I mean, fair and square, Gordon, he dropped it. He wasn't hampered by
I don't think it was
player.
impeded in any way. I mean, Jerry Crane is in front of them there, but you'd expect goalkeepers to come over the top and collect those balls.
Well, Celtic charged on, and then Crane himself came close from a Joe Miller pass. Celtic were pushing at this stage.
Yeah, well, this is when Joe Miller was causing Cowans a few problems early on in the games, although Cowans come back at him now. He's getting a lot of crosses in. Jerry Crane coming in at the near post, and it was very close to 2-0. But Joe Miller, as I said, in the first 20 minutes, been causing a few problems. But he's drifted out of the game a bit.
Rangers on the rack at this stage, Gordon.
Yeah, well, as I said, early on in the game, but there's been a lack of service to Joe Miller as well. It's obviously not Joe Miller's fault, because if you give him the ball, he's having such a purple patch in the last few games that it's going to cause people problems.
We've been saying, Gordon, Scott Nisbet's been doing a lot of good work up and down the right-hand side of the field. They came back into it. His crossing's effective. One coming up here, Mo Johnston on the end of it.
Yeah, well, the problems Joe Miller was causing Rangers earlier, and Scott Nisbet started doing that to Celtic. I mean, it just took a little terrific crosses. It just takes a little deflection off the defender's shoulder here. Good little header.
Good move by Graham Souness playing Nisbet in this position today.
Yeah, brave move, playing three at the back again and bringing David Dodds in, which nobody expected at all. And it's paying it's paying dividends in the fact that Scott Nisbet's getting a lot of good stuff into the Celtic penalty area.
Nisbet again involved, Gordon, creating a chance for Ali McCoist this time. Now we both thought this was in.
Yeah, it's a roll we didn't expect, but here you are. I mean, it could quite easily give a penalty against Paul Elliott there, because Paul Elliott lifted his boot very, very high. You might get a better view from this angle. It's yet again a lovely cross in. Comes right over to the back post. It looks as if Ali's got a free header, and oops, Paul Elliott. I mean, he's got a heck of a long legs anyway, but it looks as if he impeded him slightly.
It's getting a wee bit ill-tempered, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what, 4-5 bookings now, and I think both managers will be stressing at half-time just to keep cool. They don't want to repeat of what happened in the second half last week. OK, Gordon, we'll take another break there. Coming up, more from Gordon and myself, the second half of Celtic against Rangers, live from Celtic Park in Glasgow. Rangers continued to press towards the end of the first half. Richard Gough came close with a header. Yeah, they were looking the team most likely to score getting towards half-time, and if they continue that in the second half, I mean, this is a downward header for Gough. That Pat Bonner, it's a terrific save for Pat Bonner, although in saying that, if you see here, hits the ground. I think Paul McStay would have cleared it anyway, but Pat Bonner wasn't taking any chances. Then John Spencer's turn. I mean, he's caused a few problems, hasn't he? Yeah, I think he's been a bit more dangerous than the two internationals that he's playing alongside up front. I think this one, Ali's saying here it was over the line, but in actual fact, the far side linesman had gave a free kick anyway. And as you can see, it wasn't over the line. Paddy Bonner's body was, but the ball wasn't. OK, Gordon, well, Anton Rogan's goal is the difference between the two sides at the moment. It's Celtic 1, Rangers 0. Let's go back for the second half now. Over to you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome back to Celtic Park. Both teams coming back onto the field. And just a quick look around. No sign of any substitutes. Celtic have Andy Walker and Steve Fulton on the bench. Rangers have Sandy Robertson and Peter Haustra. So, Ian, your view on that first half?
Well, I thought Rangers had more of the game, played probably the better football. Celtic started brightly and then just sort of tailed off, and I think Rangers have been dominating the game, so I think they really don't deserve to be a goal behind.
So, there's a striking partnership so many Rangers fans have wanted to see all season. McCoist and Johnston. They get the second half underway. Johnston with 19 goals to his credit, McCoist with 18. Well, of course, it's an important afternoon for Rangers in terms of the championship. Also a very important afternoon for Celtic because of that result at Tannadice yesterday. Celtic can close the gap on Dundee United to 3 points this afternoon as they chase them for a UEFA Cup place. And of course, third place guarantees one of those UEFA Cup spots. Davy Dodds in the early action, sending the ball out of play. He's put under a bit of pressure there by some slack passing. Nice little turn by Paul McStay as he gets away from Spackman. Well, Tommy Coyne and Richard Goff are getting involved again off the ball. Coyne fell to the ground there, still play going on though. And you really do get the feeling that unless some of these players tidy up the ranks, we could have an ordering off. There's certainly been clashes throughout the game between Coyne and Goff at one end, and then Goff and Elliott at the other. And the referee will have no option next time but send someone marching. Nelly for Celtic, the ball coming off McCoist. Davy Dodds doing well to Spackman, away by McNally. Now it's McStay. Miller challenged and winning the throw-in for Celtic. Didn't quite know where the ball was, but he gets a second chance at it. Headed away by Dovchak. McCoist again to Mo Johnston. Ball by Johnston. Ferguson backed up by Stevens. Away by McNally. The shot going in, taking a slight deflection. Ian Ferguson striking it. Man with a very powerful shot. Ian Ferguson battling his way back into this Rangers side after a spell of illness and injury, which has kept him out of the game. In fact, this is only his 9th game of the season. So now it's Goff for Rangers. Spencer stretching for it there, losing out though. By Dodds. Elliott has plenty of time for Celtic. Pat Bonner looking forward to his 48th cap against England in midweek, which will be a record for a Republic of Ireland goalkeeper. Coyne getting the touch despite the attentions of Dodds and Cowan. They were quickly closed down, and Rangers have the throw. Well, Joe Miller's worked hard for Celtic this afternoon, but Rangers are managing to combat him that bit better this week. Picking out Nisbet again, he got the touch. The ball breaking through to Spencer. Some slack play by John Collins. John Spencer for Rangers. Supported by Mo Johnston. Nisbet. Away by Dovchak. Dodds winning it. McCoist. Ferguson's shot. Well, not a bad effort from Ferguson. Davy Dodds got the ball into the path of Ali McCoist. They squared it, and there was a shot past the right-hand post of Pat Bonner.
But again, a more controlled build-up by Rangers. They're knocking the ball around, keeping it on the floor. And Celtic really midfield, Paul McStay and John Collins, not quite having the impact today in the game. They've got to get more into the game. Celtic have to, impose themselves on this second half.
So just over 50 minutes played. Celtic leading by 1-0. McNally with the throw to McStay. Fouled by Johnston. Well, two players, Johnson formerly with Celtic, fouling his old teammate.
Formerly with Scotland as well.
Well, of course, Mo hoping to come back into the Scotland colours. But that's for Andy Roxburgh to decide this week. He's already lost 6 players, we hear, due to call-offs. And of course, he'll be keeping fingers crossed that there are no more injuries to players here this afternoon. Craig Brown, the Scotland assistant coach, is here this afternoon. Andy Roxburgh with his players. And there's Craig sitting in the stand. Peter Donald, the league secretary, to his right. Well, Johnson takes a tumble as he's challenged by John Collins, and the free kick to Rangers. So that will be the signal for Richard Gough to come forward. Collins taking the feet away from Johnston. So Rangers pushing just about everyone forward. Richard Gough on the far end of the penalty area, being watched by Elliott. McCoy's getting a touch, a chance for John Spencer, and it's cleared by Elliott. Well, what a chance for Spencer, the ball falling into his path right in front of goal. I think Ellie McCoy's got the merest touch as the ball came over. And it was Paul Elliott to Celtic's rescue, as McCoy's getting the little touch, and Elliott sweeping it clear. And with the long throw, looking for the head of Richard Gough. Away by Collins. Ray Stevens coming in, dispossessed by Paul McStay. Anton Rogan, a long ball forward, looking for Tommy Coyne. It's 1 against 1. Coyne getting away from Davy Dodds. Tommy Coyne, he must score. Oh, he's forced wide. Still Coyne. Joe Miller. Joe Miller makes it 2-0 to Celtic. So 53 minutes gone. Parkhead erupts. Tommy Coyne in a 1 against 1 situation for Davy Dodds. He got past him, he got away from the goalkeeper. It looked as though the chance was lost. Coyne, remaining calm, puts the ball into the path of little Joe Miller, and it's 2-0 to Celtic.
Well, Coyne did ever so well there, holding a defender off, going round the goalkeeper. Showed terrific awareness there by stopping the ball, keeping it in play, and there was a lovely little cutback for Joe Miller to knock in. Rangers caught with a sucker punch, really. Should have had it tied up at 1-1 at the other end. Spencer missed a great chance, and then Celtic with that one long ball caught Rangers all up the field, and that's it, 2-0 up.
Well, Joe Miller's 10th goal of the season. Well, this championship has been blown wide open. Nisbet with the throw. Rangers really must get themselves back into this game quickly. a week can make. A week ago today, the Celtic players were battling to keep the season alive in terms of the Scottish Cup. Now they're mounting a real challenge for a UEFA Cup place as well, keeping 2 avenues open to Europe. And it's almost 2.5 years since Celtic last defeated Rangers in a Premier Division match. That was 9 games ago. Rangers, in fact, taking 7 points out of the 8 last season. The ball aimed at Nisbet, he gets the touch. Bonner wasting no time, that's a good kick out to Tommy Coyne. Quickly challenged, though, by Gary Stevens. Spencer to Nisbet. Johnston losing out, McStay coming forward. Tongue giving the ball away, getting it back and taken out of the game by Nisbet. And Nisbet now in trouble with the referee. Lunging in, that's a bad tackle on McStay. Well, McStay had almost been caught in possession. He got away and then taken from behind by Nisbet. And it's a red card for Scott Nisbet. Nisbet has been ordered from the field by referee George Smith. "57 minutes. The wild challenge on the Celtic captain.
Well, it was a crazy tackle, really. Graham Souness must be wondering what the hell's going on with his players, because they're doing the most stupid things. I mean, that was a crazy tackle. You know, Paul McStay was playing the ball away. Nisbet could never have got to it, and to throw himself in like that from a back was just plain crazy.
Challenge now by Ian Ferguson on John Collins.
This could be a replica of last week, because, you know, Rangers have certainly just gone now. I mean, they're diving into everything.
Well, the referee wants John Collins over as well. I think he may feel that Collins made a slight meal of it, but the challenge was certainly late. He's now speaking to the Celtic player, Paul McStay, the Celtic captain, intervening.
I think Collins had to jump, otherwise he was going to get quite a crack in his shin.
So the referee has had a word with both players. Free kick against Richard Gough for his challenge on Anton Rogan. Well, this is a difficult period for Rangers. They're really going to have to calm things down as much as possible, but again, they've shot themselves in the foot, reduced to 10 men, and it's Joe Miller taking on the full-back and winning the corner. Nigel Spackman pushing it behind for the corner kick. Chris Woods screaming instructions to his defenders as Paul Elliott moves forward for Celtic. So 60 minutes gone, Celtic leading by 2-0. McNally's cross charged down by Spackman, away by Spencer. Long check for Celtic. Ball out of play. It's Rangers' ball, but there was a push there.
I mean, Cowan just pushed him in the back there, and the linesman standing looking at it, and they give Rangers a throw in.
It's hard to understand that one. Rangers ball again. The referee having a word with Joe Miller. So we've had 5 bookings and an ordering off in this match. Well, the Celtic fans in full cry now. To chase, Dodds under pressure again. Ball going behind for the corner kick. Well, Davy Dodds finding it very difficult to cope with the running of Coyne and Craney when these long balls come forward. Elliott there again as Miller prepares to take the corner. Being watched by Gary Stevens and Richard Gough. Anton Rogan with the shot. I think it's quite remarkable, Ian, that the corner kicks for Celtic, the way Gary Stevens is looking into the face of Paul Elliott, he's not looking at the ball at all.
Well, I mentioned that from the first corner kick that Celtic got, and I can't believe it, because if he's looking at the face of Elliott, he's not looking at the ball, so therefore he can't be playing the ball, so it must be a foul. And the referee has watched that going on right through the game and has done nothing about it.
McCoy's under pressure from that kick out by Chris Woods, and now Craney has it. McStay, Miller's wide on the right, Miller racing in. Cut out by Richard Gough and behind for the corner kick. Well, Chris Woods putting his team in trouble again with a very poor kick out. That was a lovely ball from McStay to Miller. Miller hitting the early cross. Shot corner this time. McStay driving it forward. Off the line by McCoy. It was Coyne's shot. Craney. Jerry Craney. Nope. The referee, in fact, has chalked it off. The referee has chalked it off. McStay driving it across the face of the goal. It was Coyne's shot taken off the line by McCoy. And then Craney sending it forward.
I think it must have been offside there on Tommy Coyne offside.
Ian Ferguson. Well, he's claiming a deflection. Well, Ian Ferguson's had a few shots at goal. He's just been a bit unlucky. He hasn't quite connected. Nice little touch by Spencer to Spackman. Paul Elliott conceding the throw-in. 65 minutes played. Celtic well in control of the match. Goals by Anton Rogan and Joe Miller. But as we all know from old firm encounters, they can swing very quickly indeed. But Rangers handicapped 10 men. Spackman. Well, Rangers pushing Gough further and further forward at every opportunity. It will leave them exposed at the back, and that's what's happening now. Miller taking on Dodds. Dodds doing well this time.
You do feel it's a lost cause for Rangers now. You feel that Celtic could probably score again at any time.
The offside flag goes up against Tommy Coyne. Point to Dovcik. Well, there is Dovcik strolling through this game, playing as the spare man at the back. Challenge by Nigel Spackman. Spencer. Looking for McCoy, it's cut out though by Collins. Coyne. And Tommy Coyne giving himself just too much to do, but he had no real support. Craney was through the middle, but well policed. Coyne pouncing the loose ball, taken down by Gough. Well, Richard Gough living very dangerously. The referee giving the free kick to Celtic. Ian Ferguson involved there as well. Oh, Tommy Coyne can manage a smile. Darius Dovcik with the free kick, aiming it at the head of Paul Elliott. It's well headed away though by Tom Cowan. Still for Celtic. Stay looking for Coyne, again taking on Davy Dodds. All running out of play, and it's Rangers ball. So a free kick against Tommy Coyne. First touch play by Rangers. A free kick. And Paul Elliott already booked, but the referee contenting himself with the free kick there. And 70 minutes gone. Rangers making a substitution. Ian Ferguson is going off, and Sandy Robertson coming on. A season of disappointment for Ian Ferguson. Young Sandy Robertson, he's played 12 games so far this season, including 2 against Celtic, the 2-1 win here in November, plus the 2-0 game for Rangers at New Year. He came on as a substitute that day. He'll be 20 next month and signed in 1988 as an S-form. Here come Rangers now. The chance on for John Spencer. It's cleared off the line by Anton Rogan. Right into the hands of Pat Bonner. Well, that's a second chance.
Can you believe this? I can't believe this, that Rangers are missing the chances like this. I mean, you're talking really just simple knock-ins. And Mo Johnson, I think, on the line there may even have helped us keep it out.
Well, what a day for Anton Rogan. He scores a goal. He clears the ball off his own goal line. And that's Joe Miller getting away, but the offside flag goes up against Jerry Craney. Tommy Coyne was also racing through the middle. And Joe Miller did well to get away from his marker. Long ball forward, Celtic to chase.
Nigel Spackman working hard for Rangers in midfield. He's had a very good second half, Nigel, and you know, Rangers being a man short, he is doing the work of two men.
Well, Rangers, according to my count, have 7 Scotsmen on the field at the moment, which probably constitutes a bit of a record in recent years. Dutchman Peter Houstra is the other substitute. Celtic have Andy Walker and Steve Fulton on the bench. I'm quite sure manager Billy McNeil not really contemplating any change at the moment. First team coach Tommy Craig is out on the track side, again shouting instructions to his men. Free kick to Celtic. Spencer, the offender. On Darius Stavcek. A bit of wrestling going on and flipped him across the heels. A word of warning for the young Rangers player. Not been the happiest of days for him, missing 2 chances in front of goal. McCoist for Rangers. John Spencer. McCoist and Johnson in the middle. Spencer going on the outside of White. Left by Elliott. It's a good shot by Pat Bonner. A long ball forward. Just a little bit of hesitancy again there in the Rangers defence. Chris Wood's not looking too comfortable as they come up to the edge of the box. So 75 minutes gone. Celtic leading by 2-0. Spackman for Rangers, challenged by Miller. It's Rangers ball. And McCoist. By John Collins, put out by Davy Dodds, but Jerry Craney backing into the Rangers player. It's a free kick. Andy Robertson. Play by Robertson to Mo Johnston. Put out by White. Cowan. Testing one for Bonner. And he touches it behind, but the referee, the referee now indicating a corner kick. Initially, he was pointing towards a goal kick, and the linesman indicating that as well. The corner to Rangers. Ali McCoist, of all people, going out to take it. Sandy Robertson doing well. Headed away by McStay. McCoist to Dodds. Looking for Gough. Headed away by Elliott. Collins. Rogan to McStay. Joe Miller. Rangers struggling to get players back. Miller against Dodds. Getting in the cross. Robertson to Spencer. Spackman. Stevens. Johnston. Robertson. Cowan on the left. And with a cross. Well handled by Pat Bonner.
You really have to think that the inexperience of young Cowan shows a bit there. You know that he got in a good position, but I don't think that kind of ball is the one to trouble Pat Bonner.
Well, just a breakdown in communications there between Coyne and Craney. And that's Gary Stevens. Craney battling hard, trying to get away from Dodds. A free kick to Rangers. A real scrap going on between the two players. Referee George Smith awarding the free kick to Rangers. Led away by Rogan. Collins. Challenged by Robertson. It's a free kick, says the referee, against the Rangers youngster. Taking Collins down. Bill McNeil passing some instructions down. He obviously doesn't want anyone to hear the hand over the phone there. On to his coach, Tommy Craig. Well, Celtic putting a fine run together since losing to Rangers at Ibrox on the 2nd of January. And since then reverting to the system which brought them so much success in the centenary season, playing three at the back, pushing the two full-backs forward. And obviously the sweeping role suiting Darius Dovcik, but here comes Celtic on the counter-attack. They've got 5 men forward against 4. A little stumble by Miller. Support from McNally. 10 minutes left. Nice little switch by Collins. The offside flag goes up.
Celtic having a little bit of license now to knock the ball around. Take the mickey, if you like, a little bit, the Rangers. They've got the man shot, so Celtic have always got the spare man free there to use, and taking a few liberties.
On. stringing the passes together. Nice turn by McStay to McNally. Miller. Taken down by Cowan. Free kick to Celtic. Cowan taking Miller out of the play. Well, Celtic waiting to make the substitution. Andy Walker, and Jerry Craney going off. Well, Andy Walker, 57 goals and 132 appearances for Celtic. I mentioned the centenary season a short time ago. He had a tremendous year that year, and obviously hoping to rekindle that career.
He's got a fantastic goal scoring record, this boy, hasn't he?
So the free kick. Dovcek trying the shot, not quite coming off for him. Former Polish international defender, maybe not so much former, he hasn't been involved so much recently, but played 50 times for his country. Elliott with a good powerful header, Coyne getting the touch, and an acrobatic leap by Tom Cowan, turning the ball back to Woods. Asking if Morris Johnson is wearing shin pads. Certainly has the socks well rolled down. John Spencer battling hard. Top by Spackman. Here's Mo Johnston. Well, right into the hands of Pat Bonner. Mo Johnston scoring here at Celtic Park earlier in the season. And really a great chance for him there, but hitting the ball straight at his former teammate.
Well, little Mo's really not had an awful lot to do in this game today. He's been well shackled by the Celtic defence, and really I think that's about the first shot at goal he's had.
McCoy's good ball through to Sandy Robertson. Gary Stevens. Johnston. Stevens back to Johnston. Good challenge by McStay. Walker getting in ahead of Dodds. Joe Miller racing through. Miller getting away from Cowan. Fine save by Chris Woods. Oh, that was a classic counter-attack by Celtic, coming from deep inside their own half. Good ball played to Miller, showing great speed there to get away from the defender. And good goalkeeping by Chris Woods. Stay the header! Tommy Coyne! 85 minutes. Tommy Coyne does it again. Joe Miller on the right. The ball played right across goal. A brilliant downward header. Tommy Coyne's 14th goal in 22 games. It really is a remarkable record. Celtic 3. Rangers 0, Celtic making another substitution. John Collins going off and Stevie Fulton coming on. Well, he played his last game in the Scottish Cup tie against Morford. And I know Celtic have been anxious to get him involved in first team play again. He's worked very hard in the reserves. Well, this must raise serious question marks against Rangers' ability to hold on to the championship. They look to have it all cut and dried. They still hold a 3-point advantage. But of course Aberdeen go to Ibrox on the last day of the season. Again, some very important games coming up before that. Celtic to play both Aberdeen and Dundee United. So we could be in for an exciting climax to a championship. Many people, including myself, thought was well and truly won. But it's not just the manner Rangers have been defeated in these two games. They really have been taken apart by Celtic, who have shown a lot more composure. So 3 minutes to play.
The Celtic fans are chanting easy, and it has been easy for them, I suppose, in a way. The Rangers pressed the self-destruct button with that mistake early on in the game with the goalkeeper, and then throughout the match, losing a player, you know, missing chances. They've just thrown the game away, haven't they?
So here comes Celtic again, Anton Rogan, but he fails to keep the ball in play. Well, he does give 100%. He has his critics, Anton Rogan, but a smashing player going forward.
Oh yes, and you have to say that Celtic, I mean, Celtic are hard enough side to play against without doing them any favours, and I think Rangers did them favours this afternoon.
Spackman trying to get some consolation for Rangers, but it's Fulton for Celtic. McNally to McStay. Richard Goff winning the ball. Paul McStay taking a bit of a knock. Harry Stevens. John Spencer. Good turn by Spencer. Stopped though by Derek White. Forward to Andy Walker. And Fulton's crossfield pass blocked by Goff. So we're inside the final minute. I must pay tribute to the Rangers fans away to the left of our commentary position, because they have stayed right to what must be a very bitter end for them. For the second time in a week, it's Celtic's day. 2.5 years they've waited to beat Rangers in a Premier Division Championship match. They're doing it now at the 10th attempt, and with some style. The offside flag goes up against Ali McCoist. So we're now moving into injury time. Cowan getting the touch for Rangers. Elliott above Johnston. Free kick to Rangers. Foul against Andy Walker. Well, the Celtic flags and banners stretched all around Parkhead. Elliott beating Goff, picked up now by Sandy Robertson. Gary Stevens having to backtrack a bit. So the referee checks his watch. We've now played over a minute, and there goes the final whistle. Scenes of jubilation on the Celtic terraces. A shake of the hands there between Joe Miller and his captain Paul McStay. So warm handshakes between both sets of players. So let's now go to the break.